guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for joining. If you are returning, welcome back. Today I'm filming a little bit different of a video than what I normally would. As some of you might know, I live in Florida. I'm a total theme park junkie and I go basically every week, if not a few times a week. And over the years, I've really been trying to perfect my park bag so that I'm not carrying as much stuff, so it's not as heavy, and to just, minimize the amount of stuff that I'm carrying in the park, but make sure it's everything that I need. So I've really been trying to find like the smallest possible things for my bag so it's light. And I had watched a few videos on YouTube. I really tried to watch what other people have posted in the past of like what they have in their bags. And I found that most of them were pretty much irrelevant to me because they would either carry, they're influencers. A lot of them were influencers, so they would carry a ton of makeup with them, which I don't really wear a lot of. Or, they would carry like a lot of equipment with them for filming and stuff, and I don't really do that. I do use my phone, which I'm filming on right now, but other than that, I'm definitely not a vlogger. I'm for sure not an influencer in any way, shape, or form. So I just found it hard to find videos that showed, everyday items that you really need in the park, just stuff to kind of help you through the park. And since I go so much, I thought that, I would film what I carry in my bag, just to kind of help people like me out who are really basic, in the parks, really simple, and just want like the most simple things to carry that are, like I said, everyday items that you really need depending on who you are. And obviously the items that you need compared to the items that I need are going to be completely different. This is just for me. This is what works for me, and hopefully, it'll give some of you some ideas of what might work for you in your bags. Today I'm filming in particular my bag that I take into Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. I do use the same bag actually for SeaWorld and Busch Gardens too. When I go to Disney, you generally will use a different bag because at Disney you can take your bag no matter like how big it is or all the items that you've acquired through the park. If you're shopping, you can basically take those on the rides. They don't make you lock it up. At Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure and SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, if you're carrying a bag that's a certain size, they generally will make you lock it up. If you have a butt bag or a fanny pack, they generally will let you take it on the ride, except for a couple of exceptions. Like in Universal Studios, actually Islands of Adventure, the new Velocicoaster, you can't have anything. The only thing that you can take on the ride is your park ticket, and I have seen some people wear their sunglasses, but other than that, they make you go through a metal detector, so you're not going to be able to take your phone and all that stuff. They will make you lock it up. But regardless, I always take a fanny pack in the park with me. It's just easier than carrying around a book bag. I don't like having to stop at the lockers. I also, when I'm in line, I like having access to my phone. If I want to do like editing on my phone or take some pictures and whatnot, I like to have it on me. I also have other items in my fanny pack that I like to have on me at all times too. My wallet, it's just safer. So the current fanny pack that I'm using right now is this Pandora. It's from Disney's Animal Kingdom is where I bought it, in Pandora, the Avatar section. And I have a few different fanny packs. This one just happens to be like, it's a decent size one. And it holds the most stuff out of all the fanny packs that I have. So I generally use this one for my park bag. And I know you can buy bigger fanny packs. I just haven't spent the money because I do have this one and it works for me. And it's already heavy enough, honestly. There's tons of stuff packed in here. So it has a main compartment in the front here. Inside this, there's like a little back pocket area. It's not zippered or anything, but you can stick stuff back in there. And then it's got this pocket on the back that's zippered. So I generally use this every time I'm there. I never really take any other bags into these particular parks. So I will start with the back I guess, the back pocket, show you what's in there. Some of the items that are in here are items that I carry all the time, and then some of them are things that I take depending on the weather, depending on the time of the year, you know, what season we're in. Even though I do live in Florida and it's pretty much summer all year round, we do have varying weather conditions, so I do change it up a little bit. And then there's stuff in here that's just, it's in here all the time. I always have it, so I will tell you the difference when I pull out everything. But I'll start with the back pocket here. So the first thing I have is this little washcloth. It's like, it's a Pokemon washcloth. I don't know if you can see that. I'm in my car. I'm sorry. It's the quietest place for me to film, honestly. So there's like cars driving by. There's people walking and stuff. I apologize for that, but it's the best place to film. It is a little sunny though. Like I said, I do live in Florida. So I have this little Pokemon washcloth. It's a tiny little washcloth. I got it in a subscription box I was getting for a while. I got 3 of them actually. And there's a lot of water rides here. I do not like water. I'm like terrified of water, so I don't generally go on water rides. But on the few that I will get on, when I get wet, you know, wiping your face with like a tissue and stuff, it sticks to you. It gets wet, and then you got like little tissue pieces everywhere. I like being able to wipe my face or my body with some sort of towel. So I generally carry this little washcloth with me for just days like that, or sometimes if I'm really sweaty, you know, it comes in handy for a lot of things. There's been times where I didn't have a napkin and I had to use this. So yeah, I have that. If you're looking for something kind of similar to this, like I said, I got this in a subscription box. I doubt that you would find them online, this exact one. But if you're looking for something similar, I did go to the dollar store yesterday or the day before, and I found these in the baby section. They're just little washcloths. The quality's not as good as that one, but it's still, you know, for the purpose. And there's 4 in a pack for $1.25 now. So I did pick up some of these. If you're looking for something like that, it's really handy to have. I really like having a miniature towel with me. Second thing I have is obviously a face mask. This is my washable face mask. I do carry some other ones, which you'll see later, but this is my just one that I carry in this bag in particular, and I, you know, wash them and then reuse them. I also have my wallet, which this is the wallet I use every day. I don't have one of those big crazy wallets. I literally don't carry much. I have a few cards and some random, you know, shiny pennies and quarters in here for when I see a penny machine, and then, you know, my different passes depending on which park I'm going to. Sometimes I carry them in here. I generally have a lanyard for them, but my Disney pass I don't wear on a lanyard, so I do have it in my wallet just in case I decide to go while I'm in Orlando. So I always have my wallet on me, obviously. What else is in this back pocket is my little charger, my I guess it's called a power bank. So I can, you know, recharge my phone or anything else that I take with me. I generally don't take other electronics that I need to charge, but if I, you know, was with someone that needed to charge something, I always have my power bank. I always take a lot of pictures and my phone loses battery, or at least it used to. It doesn't anymore. I have a newer phone. But you know, they're always nice to have. There's days where I have used my phone more than I realized, and I've totally killed my phone, and then I'm walking around all day and not being able to take pictures, and it really sucked. So I found this on Amazon, and I looked for the smallest possible one because the other one that I had was huge. It was really heavy and stuff, and this one's not, it's not too bad. It's the smallest one that I could find, honestly, that was not round. I wanted something that was going to be flat to go in my bag. I really try and kind of fit my bag almost like playing Tetris. I really try and figure out the best ways to put everything in my bag so it's going to fit, and so I maximize the space. Since I'm using a fanny pack, obviously you need as much space as possible. They're not very big. So I have this. Moving on to my big pouch. Obviously I always have my car keys. I generally take my my car key off of this thing because this just takes up too much space in my bag. So I generally just take my car key off and just put that in my bag. I do feel like I need to, I have been kind of a little bit nervous, I guess you could say, about losing my key. I always feel like I need to like attach it to my bag somehow, maybe with a safety pin, just so it like doesn't randomly fall out, because obviously at the end of a long day, you don't want to get back to your car and realize that you have lost your car key in the middle of the park somewhere. So I do need to find a better option for just carrying this in my bag than just having it like this. I feel like I need to clip it to something, so I am looking into that. Other than that, this is a optional. I don't always carry this. It's a poncho, super cheap poncho. It's not anything expensive. I got a pack of them online on Amazon, like a huge pack of them. They're disposable. You use them one time, you throw them out. They serve the purpose, but they're not like the fancy Disney ones that you get that, you can reuse and reuse and reuse. They are pretty much one-time use, unless, or one-day use, basically. I do carry this depending on the weather. I always look at the weather. I always check to see, obviously what I'm going to be wearing for the day. If I'm wearing shorts or pants, or, generally in Florida, I'm wearing shorts or some kind of leggings. I rarely ever wear pants in Florida. I mean, I do, I wear pants, just not long pants. So I always check the weather, and sometimes I will carry my poncho and sometimes I don't, but they're really lightweight, and they fold up pretty well. So it's something that you can put in your butt bag at all times if you needed it. I also obviously carry my lanyard, for depending on what park I'm using, or if I'm going to Disney, I have my magic band. This is my universal lanyard, and, I always carry my card in a lanyard because it's just easier to get to when I'm scanning for discounts and whatnot. So, this is a optional thing. I don't always carry this. This is just something that I bought recently, actually. I saw this on Facebook. I don't know if you can see. It's this deodorant, this Lume, or maybe just Lume deodorant. You can literally use it on anything, your armpits, your butt, whatever you need it on. And being as though I live in Florida, during the summer it's hot, and swamp butt is a real thing. This actually keeps you from sweating slightly. It's not 100%, but if you apply it, it does actually kind of keep you from getting too gross and sweaty. So it's nice to have. It's really small. It's a small little thing. It fits in my butt bag great. This is just great to have for, I would say, summertime, and it keeps you from smelling all stinky at the parks, because no one wants to smell other stinky people at the parks. I mean, it's hot enough here. Other than that, I found this tiny little sunscreen. It's just, banana boat. I actually found it at the dollar store. I've been looking for stuff that's small enough, like I said, to fit in my butt bag, so I can carry the most amount of things and really be able to maximize space, but still carry everything that I need, in my bag. So I found this. I don't generally wear sunscreen, but I'm getting to the age where I know that I need to. I am 40 years old. I've lived in Florida most of my life, and I know the sun is very unforgiving. So I have been trying to factor in that and put sunscreen in my daily regimen, with either like a tinted sunscreen or just wearing regular sunscreen in general. So I found this at the dollar store. I thought it was perfect to fit into my bag. I'm looking for a tiny spray. If you know any place where you can get like tiny spray on sunblock that will fit in my bag, that's not too bulky, let me know in the comments below, because I have been looking and I just haven't found anything. I don't really like rubbing sunscreen on me. I'm not a fan. But I have it just in case. This is not something I carry on me at all times, but I really need to, and I think I'm going to start because, like I said, it's Florida and the sun is hot. The next thing, I always carry snacks when I go into the parks. Generally, I do eat in the parks sometimes, but I will carry snacks with me, and obviously in the butt bag you can only carry so much. When I go to Disney, I will pack a whole lunch because I generally take a backpack with me, so I will pack like an entire lunch and bring it in, and it's not an issue. When I go to the other parks and I bring my fanny pack with me, I obviously have to pack stuff that's smaller. So I go more snack route, and I just, I take power bars or gummies, just different things that I want to snack on for the day. If you want to see exactly what I eat in the parks, I did create a TikTok the other day, a TikTok account, and I posted my first video of what I eat in a day at the parks. I will link it down below if I can figure out how to do that. I'm not very good with this technology stuff, but I will try and link it in the description to be able to get to my page. But if not, it's Gutter Cupcake is my name on TikTok. And on most accounts, honestly, my Instagram is the same name. So if you would like to follow me or, find other platforms that I use, Gutter Cupcake is my name of choice. So this is one snack that I carry with me normally, some kind of power bar. They're great for, meal replacement. I switch it up depending on, what day it is and what I have in my cabinet, but this is just an example of some of the stuff that I carry with me. This is another one. So always have snacks. Also, I found this face, I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna try and find the best angle for this, but it's a hydrating face mist. It's by LA Colors. I found it at the dollar store. I really just like the fact that it's super small and it's like a facial refresher, when it's hot outside and you just kind of need to perk up a little bit. When I'm at home, I do it. I have like a facial mist that I use, but going to the parks, I don't want to carry that whole bottle with me, obviously. So when I found this at the dollar store the other day, I was really excited because not only is it super small, but you can also refill it, which is great. So I did find that it's coconut and vanilla, I believe, but it's just a little face spray. I also have a little perfume. This in particular is nothing. I think this came from the dollar store as well. It smells like coconuts as well, which I'm not really big on. It kind of smells like sunscreen to me. But if you're looking for small, some people want to carry perfume with them. Obviously in the park, I like being fresh. I don't like stinking. So this was the best option for me, was just carrying one of these little rollers with me. So I have it if I need it or if I want it. I also carry a tiny little lotion. This is, like I said, you're probably not going to be able to really see this. This is from a hotel that I've stayed in. I stay in a lot of hotels. And this was the tiniest one that I could find. But, like, literally, it's so small. It's so tiny. And this one can be refilled too, which I like, because I like the fact that it's a tiny little container. It fits, enough lotion that I would need for one day, and I can take it off and refill it if I need to. So I do carry a lotion. My hands get really dry. I cook for a living, and the gloves just really tear my hands up. So I like having lotion on me in the park. This is something that I carry all the time. This other thing that I have is my little pill container. I always carry Tylenol and allergy medicine and generally some kind of Dramamine, something for motion sickness, just in case. I don't generally get motion sickness, except for on a few rides, and I tend to not ride those rides because I don't like them. Simulators are one of them. I'm not a fan. So I do carry just this little container. It's a random little container that I found, and it works out well for me. This is an optional thing. I don't carry this all the time. Carry this depending on the season, how cold it is. It's generally not too cold in Florida, so I don't carry this very often. But it's just a tiny little Vaseline. It's great for people who really like Vaseline. These are for your lips. I like this and I don't at the same time. I like it because it's Vaseline, and obviously Vaseline is great for like when you have, chapped lips or your nose from blowing your nose, when you have allergies or just anything, sometimes my nose gets kind of like rough from blowing it a lot. And Vaseline is always my go-to, but I hate sticking my finger in the jar because it's not sanitary. Also, I have long nails. It gets under your nails. It's just gross. So I generally, if I carry this, I have to carry Q-tips with me, which I do generally carry. But I'm not a fan of keeping this on me all the time. But I do carry it when I need it. So if you are into Vaseline, they do offer these. It's in the lip gloss section because it's technically a lip gloss. But I love this little size. I also have Sunblock lip gloss. I have two different ones. This is probably going to sound stupid, but I carry different ones depending on the season. If it's wintertime, I carry this one. It has cocoa butter and it's only an SPF 15 because I don't feel like the sun is as bright in the winter. I mean, it's still bright, but it doesn't seem to burn me the way it does in the summertime. So I carry a lighter SPF on me. And then in the summertime, I have this Hawaiian Tropic one. It's SPF 45, so I've never had my lips burn when I'm wearing this. And like anything that's sunblock, it tastes like coconut, so I'm not a fan, but it is what it is. So those are, I always keep at least one of those on me at all times. I also I don't wear a lot of makeup or cosmetics or anything like that. If I do wear makeup for the day to the park, and it's not always, I will generally not wear a lipstick because I'm not a lipstick person, and I really don't own lipstick. I have like one tiny little lipstick that I use every once in a while when I go to Disney, but it's rare. For me personally, since I am so basic and I when I do my makeup, it's very minimal. I actually found this, it's from Nivea. It's this Nivea Shimmer. It's a really light, like a matte, pink color. Like I said, it's sunny in here. The color is probably not going to show up very well, but it's very like matte pink color, and it's super hydrating. I will use this, and then on top of it, I have this tiny little, this tiny little kid's lip balm. It has little eyes on it, that I found at the dollar store that's actually color changing. You put it on and apparently it changes colors on your lips, and it doesn't change much of a color. It's for kids. But I found it. I had bought this for whatever reason. I think that it was to put in my bag, maybe because it was so tiny. But when I bought it, I realized that it changed colors, and I at one point had put this on over top of this other one, and it literally, for me personally, it makes the best shade. Like it's super minimal. I love the color. It looks like I'm wearing maybe a I don't know, some kind of fancy lip gloss or something, but I'm definitely not. This one was from the dollar store. This one, I believe I got at Big Lots. At the most $5 in total, and I don't even think it was that much. It was probably more like $3 in total for both of these. And it's my go-to for lipstick, I guess you could say, because like I said, I don't wear lipstick. But this is my go-to. I generally always have these in my bag. I just, if I want to feel extra bougie for the day, I put on some of this. Other than that, this is kind of funny. I do carry a lot of lip glosses with me. It's ridiculous. I'm not into makeup. I do like lip gloss. Weird. This one is butterbeer flavor. I don't know if you can really see that, but obviously Universal Studios Islands of Adventure, they have Harry Potter, so I threw this in my bag for when I just want regular lip gloss. My other lip glosses were basically my lipstick duo, and then my sunscreen. When I want just regular lip gloss, this is what I use, so I always carry this with me. It's a little excessive that I have like 5 different kinds of lip gloss in my bag, but they really don't take up that much space, and they make me happy, so I have them. Other than that, I have what everybody should have, especially in these times: hand sanitizer. I don't use a lot of it because I wash my hands so often, especially being that I cook for a living. I'm constantly washing my hands. But when I'm at the parks, when I sit down sometimes to have a snack, I'm not always by a bathroom, and I'm not a super germaphobe, so using this is fine with me. I'll use some hand sanitizer and then eat my snack. But I always like to have it on me just in case, especially, sometimes I get something sticky on my hands, and this is a good way to wash it when I'm not next to a bathroom. So hand sanitizer, I always carry with me. The back pocket, this was the whole front of my thing. This is the back pocket, which I am going to get to now. So I always carry a little bag that's got some Q-tips, some dental flossing things, some actual toothpicks, and then a nail file because I have long nails and sometimes they break, and some tissues. I always carry this. I just never know when I'm going to need something. The Q-tips I generally use to touch up, if I'm wearing makeup. If I have on eyeliner and it's hot and I'm sweating, I'll use the Q-tips to just kind of like touch up my makeup and clean it up a little bit. But I always carry this on me. You never know what you're going to need. So I also have some random wet wipes because I don't have any wet ones right now. The brand wet ones, I don't have any of those right now. I had ordered some from Amazon, but they're on like some kind of back order or something. I'm not sure. They're taking forever to get here. So I just have some random wet wipes just in case I need to use them. You never know what you're gonna, need them for. Wiping off the handles on ride, before you touch rides or something, whatever. I always have wet wipes. I also always carry plastic bags, like some form of plastic bags. If I go to a restaurant and I don't eat all of my lunch, I can throw it in here, or if I buy something and I don't eat it all, I can throw it in here. Just whenever I need a plastic bag. I've needed them a lot in the parks for random things, so I always carry some kind of Ziplocs on me, if not a couple of Ziplocs, sometimes a bigger one. Like if you're gonna go on a water ride, it's always nice to have one of those giant Ziplocs to like put your stuff in if you need to. They're lightweight, obviously they don't take up much space, and they're just nice to have with you. I don't generally go on water rides, so that's why I don't have a big one to put my stuff in, because I don't get on those kind of water rides. But I wanted to mention it just in case you are a person that gets on water rides. They're great to have in the park, and like I said, they don't take up much space. I have another little Ziploc in here, a little smaller one, but still. I also carry a park bag. So this one is from Disney in particular, but I just carry one of these small little park bags, and I can hook it. I can put this my fanny pack through here, and just hook this onto like my my fanny pack when I'm walking. If I want to put something in here, some kind of merchandise that I don't have a bag for, or something that I've acquired along the way that I don't want to carry and won't fit in my fanny pack, I can just attach it on here, and it's come in handy so many times. I also have some disposable masks. You never know when, you're with a friend and they might need one, or your mask might break. You just never know when you're going to need them. I always carry a couple extra in my bag just in case. Sometimes also, if you've been wearing your mask all day, you get sweaty, you want to change your mask. So these ones are great because you can just throw them out and, get rid of them. I also carry some little, like, they're what are they from? I honestly don't even know. I think it's Busy Company. I'm not sure. I got them off of Amazon. They're basically like feminine wipes, I guess you could say. They're like deodorant wipes. You can use them on whatever. You can use them on your armpits, you can use them on your butt, whatever. Basically, like I mentioned before, Florida swamp butt is a real thing. You sometimes want to freshen up when you're at the park because you just feel gross. So these are always nice to have on you. They don't take up too much space, and halfway through the day when you're not feeling so great, you can clean yourself up a little bit. No shame in my game. Swamp butt's real. It happens. So, you want to refresh? They have these on Amazon. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but if you look up deodorant wipes, you'll find them. I also always keep a map. Even though I know all the parks, I generally keep a park map in my bag just because, sometimes you get turned around and or you're looking for something in particular. It's always nice to have a park map on you so you don't, wander around for hours aimlessly. So I always keep a park map. I also always have little fingernail clippers, just in case, you snag a nail, you need to cut it, who knows. I've had to cut tags off of clothes before. Yesterday, I had piece of material hanging off my shirt, like a piece of string, and it was driving me crazy, and I didn't have these for whatever reason, so I had to stop and ask somebody to cut it off at a store. I mean, they did, but it was just a pain in the butt looking for a store so that I could get this piece of string that had been bothering me for hours removed. So these are always nice to have. So that is it in the big pouch. I'm going to move on to my front pouch. I forgot to show that there is a little front pouch on here, a little tiny zipper pouch. So in my front pouch, I have some headphones, just in case I am in line and I want to do editing or whatever, and I don't, want people, it's just rude making people listen to your shit. It's just rude. So don't do it. Like, put on some headphones. Seriously, have some respect. So I keep headphones just for that reason, in case I need them. I also keep a micro USB for charging random things that I need to charge that are micro USB. And then I also keep the cord, one for my phone, which is the C cable or something. I don't know these newfangled things, but so I keep both of these in my bag for, charging purposes, obviously. I also have a little pen, a little tiny pen, and a little pad of paper, because you never know what you're going to need it for. I do business. I own a business on Facebook. It's called Misfit Mischief Market, and I sell supplies for pet rats. So often I'm sending out invoices when I'm at the parks and I need to write down people's emails or just certain information. So I have that because I work remotely a lot. When it comes to that, I generally do it from other places. So it's nice to have these in my bag for anything that I need them for. I also carry extra hair ties because my hair is long, and I actually just lost. I had one of these same hair ties for about 2.5 years. Same one. Never replaced it. And I lost it last week on the Velocicoaster, and I was super upset. So I had to order a pack of them. This is part of the pack that I ordered. And so now I'm going to keep these extras in my bag because all day my hair was crazy. I had it up. My ponytail holder got lost, and then the rest of the day I had wild, crazy hair because I didn't have a ponytail holder with me. So always keep extra ponytail holders. They're a must-have. I also have this little Bluetooth, I don't know what they're called. I bought it to go with my tripod. So I can take pictures without pressing my phone. I can just press this thing and it takes pictures. I'm sure some of you already know what this is. I'm not good with technology, but yeah, I have one of these little button presser things, and when I want to just be able to hold my phone way up in the air and take a picture, I'm not good at pressing the button, like holding my phone and trying to press the button. I'm sure some of you have that down pat. I'm not great at it. I don't know how many times I've dropped my phone on my face. So I found this, and it works great. You just press one button and it takes a picture. It's perfect. So I always carry this on me just for when I randomly need it. I don't use it very often, but when I do, it comes in handy. And the last thing, I believe, is actually not something I carry on me for any real purpose. It just happens to be in my bag, and I've never taken it out. Is this handful of pressed pennies. This one in particular is ET. Probably cannot see that, but yeah, I collect pressed pennies from everywhere that I go, and so I have a handful of them in here from Universal that I've been collecting around the park. So yeah, that is everything that I currently carry in my bag. I will be updating it. I did just order a package of water bottles, actually. I've been looking for the perfect water bottle. I'll show you the one that I currently have. But I've been looking for something different because the one that I bought is a little bit bulky. I tend to walk fast, and when I go to get in line somewhere, if it's hanging on my butt bag, it like slaps off of stuff, makes a bunch of noise, scares the crap out of me every single time. I always think I broke it. So I try to find something that was lighter, less bulky, and something that could fold up and put in my bag. This one definitely does not fit in my bag unless I have nothing in there. So I will show you the water bottle Oh, also I forgot to mention, I always carry my phone in my butt bag as well, but obviously I'm filming on it, so I can't show you that. But this is the water bottle that I found. I put this carabiner around here to make it easier to clip onto my bag because this one was too small. But it's a collapsible water bottle, you know, refillable water bottle, and you have to, the lid is like so hard to open. I read in the reviews, I really hope that it wasn't going to be like this. But literally the lid is like so hard to get off, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get it off to show you, honestly, without breaking a nail. But yeah, probably not going to be able to do that. So let's see if I can just do it. It's not going to open up right, but it folds, it opens up, and I wish I could get it open. It's horrible. This is literally why I don't carry it either, because I can't open it to get a drink out of it. So it's, thanks Amazon. Yeah, not my best purchase. I don't like this water bottle. This is literally, I can't even open it to show you the whole water bottle. So that's part of the reason I don't really carry it. But if you have strong hands, this might be the water bottle for you. So it's not a horrible water bottle. It's just really hard to get open for me personally. I don't have the strongest hands, and so yeah, it's a little bit bulky. But so yeah, there's that. Also, another thing that I don't generally carry with me, but it is an option, is this cooling towel. This was actually a Christmas present from my best friend for Christmas from the park, and they, obviously this whole thing would never fit in my bag, but the towel itself is not too bad, and you know, it folds up, like it wouldn't take up too much space in my bag. You basically get it wet, you wring it out, and then you snap it, and it's supposed to cool down to a certain temperature. I've never actually used it yet, so I don't know how well it works, but if you live in Florida, cooling towels are kind of a necessity, especially during the summer, to keep you cool. So I do have this for when the summer comes back and I want to start carrying a cooling towel. The other optional thing that I carry with me sometimes, not always, is this drink holder. It's like, it's got a string on it, so you just put your water bottle or whatever you're drinking in there, and you can carry it around. I have recently started using this at Universal, so I don't have to carry around my drink in my hand all day, and I'm kind of hands-free when I want to take pictures, and when I want to do videos, when I want to try and do stuff for TikTok. I can strap my butt bag on. Obviously, I don't have to carry that, and then I have this. So this actually works really well. They did let me take this on a couple of rides. Generally, they do not. But they didn't say anything to me yesterday. They let me walk right on a couple of rides with this, when generally they would make me lock it up. So I was a little bit surprised. But these are great to have to carry your drinks, so you're not carrying around your drink all day. It's just an option. So anyways, I think that is currently all I have to show you today. Like I said, I will be updating my bag more as I go. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and come back later for more videos. Bye.